here we are today, and we're so happy to be here. It's a real fulfillment of a great, wonderful experience for the three of us, and I hope you get as much pleasure out of being here as we had making this happen.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, 50 years ago, we were given a gift. Not just the carefully crafted public ivy or the castle-like dorms nestled in the redwoods. Descartes, Rutherford, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff. We came to a college where small seminars were the norm, where you learned from your peers and they from you, where you had a chance to mold your own education. We are proof that, for one shining moment, we had something special. So I can't wait for the next gathering, but please, someone keep track of the date.
Over on that wall, there is a timeline, and your task is to go over there and grab a pen and write down significant moments that help shape your experience and in some regard, shape who you are today.
The story involves my good friend Peter Gordon here. One day it's lunchtime. I probably fall quarter, winter quarter, it's lunchtime, and we're here in the Crown Dining Hall. And I'm standing by a table where Peter Euban and Peter were sitting and having lunch together. And I overhear Peter Gordon ask Peter Euban, "Do you believe in God?" And Peter Euban responded, "That doesn't interest me." And to me, this illustrates so much. Well, first of all, the dining hall, but second, the accessibility of the faculty to us, which was enormous. Learning new ways to think about things and to see things in a completely different way. Having your views of the world develop and change during the brief times that we were here. That's Santa Cruz.
And so we reached out to Peter, and we said, "Peter, very few people ever get to give a graduation speech, and even fewer get to give it a second time 50 years later. Peter, come on up."
How joyous it is to be a member of Crown College, first four-year class. To be assembled here together with our parents, our college faculty, our relatives and friends. How heady it is to celebrate the passing of our undergraduate days, to at long last our degrees conferred upon us. This day marks the beginning of our true independence, our entry into the larger society which surrounds the city upon a hill. And we feel solemn because the sweetness of this occasion can taste also bitter. We are about to embark on our careers, and there is trauma in this, for our hopes and aspirations about our own abilities and about our share in mankind's task are about to be tempered by economic necessity. Our vision of an alternate goal orientation in the way we work, consume, and render life meaningful is threatened by the compromises we have thought so odious in our elders and politicians. We are faced with compromising ourselves, and I think that is part of the difficulties of this day. There's also bitterness in our leaving Crown College, leaving UCSC, even for those of us who are thinking of remaining in Santa Cruz for a time. This marks the end of our crowning days, if you'll forgive the pun. After 4 years, the world that has been swaddled about us is about to be unswaddled. And shortly, Crown's second 4-year class will be assembled in this meadow. And even if our graduation be timely, how very dear these college years have been. Nor will the recalling of these years in future days be mere sentimentality, as one of our campus historians suggests. He notes that if you want to understand the actions and the views of a man or a woman at whatever point in their life cycle, look to their early 20s, their schooling, friends, the ethos permeating their formative years. Mark well, we have acquired our convictions here, our cast of mind, and our careers will always be overseen by that sense of rightness, conscience, if you will, that took root and was nurtured here and will command and guard us the rest of our lives. And lastly, our convictions and what follows from them. That is, if these are our convictions and not the notoriously short-lived idealism of rebellious youth, imply that we become lifelong Naders Raiders, lifelong non-conspicuous consumers. That all of our lives long, we try to attain to personal relationships that are genuine, and that we also strive to achieve an ecologically sound, humane, and just world community. Let us each work and live by our convictions, and to each of us, every success.
So what I heard today is two very important things. So one, I heard from Peter Gordon, which is that you guys were building genuine relationships, right? Genuine relationships with your classmates and with professors. And think about what this means. This means that 50 years later, we have a lot of noise from a consumer society, gone out of kilter. All social media, fake news. It's hard to know what's true and what's not true. So having an education that was based on genuine relationships is a tremendous foundation.
I think one of the biggest differences between this class and any other class that I've taken is how we analyze literature. So in every other writing class I've ever done, you always analyze books, but you never actually analyze movies. Also, another thing I really liked about this class is how we work in groups. Especially, we just came out of an entire Zoom university for around a year, so it was really great working with teams from 4 to 5. And at the very end, we all worked together to make the play.